I want to tell you, Don, you're talking with somebody who's just as sharp as a tack today. I get a call, and gentleman says, "This is Don Ho calling." And I said, "Don who?" He says, "Ho." I said, "Who?" How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good to have. I am fine, except I have a beaut of a cold, and I picked that up. That's one of the things you never catch when you're in Hawaii, do you?
Well, no, you get worse over there. You get the worst cold in warm weather than you do in cold weather, Ken.
I just figure that we have all this ragweed and things around here, though. But if you have all that irritation from
It was bothering my nose here. Yeah.
wouldn't be any of the smokers that are in your audience, would it?
Probably. You a smoker?
No, I'm not. Just a cigar occasionally, and for very special occasions. You know, like if somebody has a baby or something.
The smokers. I've been around that business 20 years, and I never thought of that. 20 years of inhaling smoke from people that could do it.
Mm-hmm. You know, Robert Goulet, I think, in his nightclub act, grabs the smokers' packages of cigarettes away from them and throws them back on stage so they can't smoke sometimes. That takes a lot of nerve, I think, to do. But
Bob's crazy.
You've been in show business, really, is it 28 years?
No, 20 years.
Oh, 20 years.
Yeah, 28, that'd make me an old man.
There's another down here at the station that just turned 39 today. So he's getting to feel like an old man, you know.
He's just a kid.
Yeah. I won't ask you how old you are, but how old were you when you first got your big hits, like Tiny Bubbles and Pearly Shells and some of those numbers?
I started singing when I was 30 years old. It was 4 years later.
You started singing when you were 30?
Yeah, I was flying airplanes all that time in the Air Force before that.
You must have had an interest in music, though, didn't you?
Everybody in Hawaii has an interest in music, Ken. You kind of grew up with it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you how you're... Well, you're not a natural Hawaii-born person, are you?
Oh, you mean the Hawaiian blood?
Yeah, Hawaiian blood.
Sure.
Are you really?
Sure. I'm like most of the people there now. I'm Hawaiian, Caucasian.
Uh-huh. Well, then you really do appreciate... I appreciate Hawaiian music. I really do. I went over there on a Great Escape a couple of years ago and just fell in love with the place.
Well, it's good that you folks come over there. You know, I recommend people from the mainland come over there and support that part of America. You know, nowadays there's a lot to see in America, and better keep the money in America than spending it in other countries that don't appreciate us, maybe.
You know, another country that really appreciates Hawaii too is Japan.
Oh, they should. They're making a lot of money over the cars.
Mm-hmm. I was just reading somewhere where more Japanese newlyweds honeymoon in Hawaii than anywhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's a popular place.
It's kind of funny because when they come 500 at a time. There are 500 honeymooners in town. I mean, it's really a thing.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's a sign of the changing times. I think they're trying to keep several of the islands as, what am I trying to say, unincorporated as possible, trying to keep it just like it was years ago.
There's a strong movement in that direction to try not to get any more buildings going up. To try to keep it nice so when people come over there, they can feel like they're in paradise, you know, instead of coming to a place where they get looking like home here, you know.
Mm-hmm. Honolulu has all the high-rises and the big hotels and everything, because
it's America, you know.
It's well, it really is. I don't know how many people they entertain, but it's one of the biggest drawing places in the world as far as tourists are concerned.
Well, we're here because the economy situation is so bad. Not many people can afford to come over at this time this year, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's true. That's right, because the airplane, I guess money's tight and everybody's having a hard time, you know, making a go with inflation, etc. And so this is the first time in many years we come over here to see the people because they cannot come over there, you know.
Mm-hmm. The tour that you're on now has taken you to Chicago. I guess we should make that clear to the folks. You're at, is it Mill Run Theater up there?
Yeah.
And you're going to be there, what, through the end of this week?
Sunday.
Through Sunday.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come really close to town, right in Bloomington Normal, in fact, at the Illinois State University's Union Auditorium for a concert Tuesday night.
My first time. It'd be kind of interesting. First time in the city.
Mm-hmm. It has to be kind of a challenging thing to go on the road. Were you on the road, as it were, primarily when you started out, or were you entertaining in nightclubs in Hawaii?
I come out very seldom, Ken. We stay at home and work 52 weeks a year for 20 years now. You know, we have worked there, and we're lucky that we can stay at home and work. You know, it's great. But once in a while, it's good to bring the kids away so they can see the rest of the country and have sort of a reunion with old friends that we've met over there in Hawaii. You know.
Sure. You never get island fever, do you?
Oh no. To me, oh no, if I don't see the ocean, I get claustrophobia. See, the ocean is such, it's like, gives us space, you know.
It is such a beautiful place, but it's very expensive to live there. And one of the arguments I've talked to from people on the mainland, they say, well, gee, you really can't drive into another state from Hawaii. You have to really rely on an airplane or a boat or something to travel around. And I suppose that's true to a degree, but...
Well, it's expensive, but... if you're local and live outside of Waikiki, then you live like most everybody here. They stay out of the expensive places, and you really, it's a nicer living because there are local places to eat at, and the prices are right and whatnot. You know?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the tourist places you go, everybody's friendly, but I think on the trip that I was on when I was in Hawaii, I found everybody that I came into contact with very, very friendly.
It's a friendly place, Ken.
It really is, and I assume you're bringing some of the friendly folks with you when you're on tour.
Well, we're trying to bring some aloha here from Hawaii, and really, we're having a great time. It's a great feeling. See friends you haven't seen for a long time.
Mm-hmm. You have some gals with you, too, don't you? Some Hawaiian...
Well, the shows are big. We have 16 people in the show. We brought over 23 altogether, including technicians, etc. So we brought the whole shebang over.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a Decatur group that's sponsoring your appearance in Bloomington Normal, but it will be in Normal's ISU's Union Auditorium, as we mentioned. Tickets are still available for that, and I assume that you can call the box office to find out more about ticket information. To catch the Don Ho show. Before I let you go, Don, I know most folks associate Pearly Shells and Tiny Bubbles with you. I read someplace where those songs really weren't written by Hawaiian people, though. Those were really written...
Well, most of the songs that the people like here were written by people who like the music. Pearly Shells was originally a Hawaiian song, translated into English. Pearly Shells by Leon Poba. He died not too long ago. He also wrote Tiny Bubbles. Tiny Bubbles is sort of like a typical Hawaiian American kind of blending, so that's our kind of music. My kind of music was just something by accident anyway. It was just a fun thing to do, and it caught on, in the 60s, and Hawaii is going back to so they're going through a renaissance musically. It's going back to the real old traditional kind. In fact, before traditional kind, before Blue Hawaii kind of thing, the real Hawaiian where there's no English in it,
Are you doing some of those songs in your act?
Well, we do anything the audience asks for.
Give me a couple of titles. I know there are only how many syllables in the Hawaiian language? There's
A-E-I-O-U. It's 5 vowels.
I shouldn't say syllables. I mean vowel sounds.
It's 5 vowels.
Can you say a little something Hawaiian to us this morning?
Umauki o kaini kapona.
I hope that was clean.
That the life of the land is preserved in righteousness.
That is clean. That's a nice thought, too, come to think of it. Don Ho, I want to play one of your songs. If you can hang on, we'll continue talking with you this morning.
Sure, I'll hang on.
I don't know what your schedule's like, but ours is about 20 minutes after 10 o'clock right now. Maybe you'd like to hear Don Ho's version of this.
This is the biggest drinking song in Hawaii, everybody. Let's everybody sing together, all right? Repeat after me whatever I say. All you gotta say is pearly shells, all right? Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore, when you see them, my heart tells me I love you more than all those little pearly shells. Hawaiian style. Poo, poo, ikandagu, they love him, my.
Well, that was recorded live, obviously in Hawaii someplace. Right, Don?
Yeah.
And
in a nightclub.
people were singing along. Ma'am, did you have a question for Don Ho?
No, I just wanted to say hi and tell him that I just think he's beautiful.
Hi.
I hope you heard that, Don.
Yes, it's a sweet voice, sexy voice.
Have you seen Don in performances in Hawaii?
No, and I was right next door to where his show is for 3 weeks and never got in.
Well, you're going to have a chance to see him on Tuesday night.
Well, I hope I'm in the front row then.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. WJBC, good morning. You're on the air with Don Ho.
Oh, good. Don, I've been waiting to talk to you. I'm going to go to your concert and see you when you arrive here Tuesday.
I can't hear
And I was in Hawaii 3 years ago on my birthday.
Okay. I don't know if you heard that or not, Don. Sometimes the phone line...
Since you had a birthday?
I had a birthday 3 years ago when I was in Hawaii.
How old
And I was at your place.
How old were you then, honey?
So I'll be glad to see you Tuesday night. I'm going to bring my mother. She was in Hawaii about 2 years ago, and you was here in Chicago or somewhere, and she was wanting to see you, so I told her I'd bring her.
That's terrific.
Thank you for calling.
Okay, bye-bye.
She wasn't going to answer how old she was at the last birthday because we probably could figure out how old she is now, see. 829-2345 is her number if you'd like to talk with Don Ho, or 1-800-322-9377. Mr. Quick has a terrific special for you to enjoy now through Sunday. Buy 1/4 pound pork loin fritter at the regular price of $1.25, and you get a second one for just 75 cents. That's a big 50-cent savings. Share your savings with a friend or satisfy your own big appetite. That's till Sunday only. Of course, there are lots more to choose from at Mr. Quick, like their popular chili with plenty of meat and beans, their tasty golden French fries, fish sandwiches, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot fruit pies, and other great Hawaiian food, all served up fast. Mr. Quick's meals won't break your budget either. Remember, now through Sunday, you get 1/4 pound pork loin fritter for 75 cents when you buy one at the regular price. For lunch, for supper, for after the game, anytime. There's more to love at Mr. Quick, Washington and Clinton in Bloomington, and watch because they're going to be serving poi before too much longer. That's a lie. Do you like poi? Do you really honestly like poi, Don?
I'm glad the rest of the world don't like it because the price goes up. The price is going up.
Price of poi has gone up.
Oh, yeah.
That's some pasty tasting stuff to me.
Well,
Good morning. You're on the air with Don Ho.
Hi, yeah, I just wanted to ask him, 2 years ago when we were in Hawaii, I found a song that I really liked. The name of it was Honolulu City Lights, and I was wondering if he might be performing that.
Oh, sure. We do that in the show.
You do?
Yes.
Good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for calling. You have a lot of fans out there, Don, but I guess anybody that's been in the business as long as you and has maintained the image that you have over the years, you'd have to have.
I hope so.
You get a lot of folks coming back over and over again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one of our main things. You know, a lot of people come back again to revisit, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's really a nice kind of place to get away, especially when the winters. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in Chicago or in the Bloomington Normal area in the wintertime, but that would be a shock to your digestive system, I think.
Yeah?
For an Hawaiian boy.
Probably change color, huh?
It is 27 after 10. Let me break again for a commercial. If you have a quick question for Don Ho, give us a call.
It's a special place where you'll find it all. The hills are alive at College Hills Mall.
Montgomery Ward & Company has arrived in the College Hills Mall, joining Carson Peary Scott & Company and over 40 stores. Come and get acquainted with the all-new Wards and enjoy the comfortable shopping in beautiful College Hills Mall with over 40 stores to choose from.
27 after 10 o'clock. You know, I don't know exactly what ticket prices are, but people can find out about those if they would call the ISU Union Auditorium. Hawaii is a really a neat place to visit. We were joking about the poi, but I'm trying to remember what I had at one of the big luau's. Those are kind of popular, where they roast the whole hog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the first time we heard it called hog, we usually call it pig over there.
Well, see,
So funny.
I guess that's probably a Midwestern term. You probably don't use the phrase hill of beans in Hawaii either, do you?
No.
As if that doesn't amount to a hill of beans. Yeah. But they served some kind of stuff, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of noodles. It looked like noodles, only it was clear, almost.
That's chicken long rice.
Chicken long rice?
Yeah, call it chicken long rice.
Do you know
You
what's...
like it?
I guess I did, if I remember right. All the food tasted different over there, and you were really hungry, so you could eat a lot of it.
Well, you have to be brought up on that to enjoy it, you know. As a matter, if you didn't go to a real local luau, you didn't really have the real thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you eat corn on the cob in Hawaii?
We eat anything American, Mexican, Polish, Italian, you name it, we eat it.
Mm-hmm. You're on the air with Don Ho. Go ahead.
Don Ho,
Hi.
this is Gladys Wall. I was out in Hawaii about 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think I got to see you at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad to see you this time.
Well, it's the first time in Bloomington. I hope you come by, darling.
Well, we'll try.
Thank you.
My daughter and I was going to come.
Thank you, dear.
We hope you do, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Don, the half hour has slipped by very quickly on me. I have to take a look at the news here from WJBC's newsroom to bring people up to date. But I do thank you for visiting with us, and we do hope a lot of people show up on Tuesday night to take you in, because this is one of the rare opportunities to catch Don Ho doing some great Hawaiian tunes and putting on a Hawaiian show right here in the Midwest, right in town, in fact.
We'll do more than Hawaiian tunes. We'll do anything they like.
Other numbers as well?
Oh, of course.
What kind of other numbers are you going to
My
do?
music, you see, I'm an American and I'm a Hawaiian, right? So I like to do both.
Okay. Super. You may be taking requests that night then.
We take requests every night before the show.
Super. Don Ho, all the best to you, and I do appreciate you visiting with us.
Thanks for the time, Ken.